Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 23rd episode of The Land of Saurus. And in this episode, we will definitely be heading back to the Guardian farm to try and finish this thing once and for all. I've spent a bit of time trying to get as much wood as I can now to continue on with the fence gates, because that was our biggest choke point. We're having a lot of difficulties managing to get those fence gates sorted out. But now we have a whole bunch more. I think this is going to be enough. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it should be enough. I don't need these saplings anymore. So yeah, we're going to head over to the Guardian farm now and try and put in all these fence gates, and hopefully we can get that part of the farm completed. I'd really like to finish this Guardian farm because I've been working on it for a little while now, and it is getting a little bit tiresome. So I'm very keen to get this thing finished and up and running. And I was just heading over here, and I just couldn't help but notice how nice it is to just see this thing over in the distance. I think it's going to look really cool when it's all done and it has a roof on top and guardians start flowing out of this thing. This thing is going to look really, really awesome. So I guess, yeah, no point in messing about. Might as well get more of these fence gates put in. This is taking me far too long. I really can't wait for this to be done. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to build another platform. But another dirt platform, because once we get another more couple sets of blocks out, it's going to be pretty hard to reach fence gates up here and place them in. But yeah, this is how far we've gotten at the moment. So we're definitely well past the halfway point. So yeah, I'm just going to keep plugging away at this now. Okay, so we have managed to finally lay in all of these fence gates. However, there are still some more fence gates that we need to lay in. So essentially now we need to lay in fence gates along these edges here to stop the water from each section flowing diagonally. We want it to just flow directly into this central section. So now I'm going to go across each layer, and I'm going to go along here and lay fence gates to stop the water streams from flowing over. And this is going to be particularly annoying, I think, because I'm going to have to find a way to sort of... Yeah, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. Can I put a scaffolding block on top of... No, I can't. So yeah, I got to figure out a way how to get on top of here and start laying these fence gates up above here. I might have to knock out maybe... I should do it from the inside, I think. So I might need to knock out this gate, climb up a couple of blocks, and then... what is it doing? Oh man, this is so frustrating. Okay, so I need to go there, and then I think that's how high I need it to be. So then I put a fence gate here, and then I've got to figure out how to jump on top of that fence gate. So I guess oh, this is tricky and annoying. No. No. Come on. I can't put anything on the sides here. Right, I might need to get some regular blocks for this. I don't think scaffolding is going to help me very much. So I'll come back with some regular blocks. I think I got the idea now. So we're going to go up along here, and then we got to work our way across all the way to the edge there. And then we just have to do that for each row. But then, finally, all of the fence gates will be in place, and we should be able to place in all of the needed... Oh, no, I think that one still needed to be there. Or can I reach down there? Whoops. No, not that. This is such a tedious process. And then I go across, and then this one needs to disappear. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it now. So yeah, we this project has been exceptionally annoying. But you know, once it's all done, it'll totally be worth it. I hope it better be. If it's not worth it, then I'm going to be very upset and angry and hurt emotionally. But all right, let's see. Okay, and off to the edge there, and then yeah, pretty much just repeat this process on all of these barriers, or all of these sections to stop the water flowing over. Alright, so I started placing in some of the water just to check that the way that I was laying down these upper fence gates was the proper way to do things, and it seems that this is all working exactly the way that I hoped it would, and the way that it was working in the redstone testing worlds as well. I think I've turned a couple of these gates around the wrong way, maybe? I think that gate was around the wrong way. I noticed it as I was swimming past and it was bothering me. So yeah, all I can say about this part of the process is that it's extremely tedious, like trying to jump up here and place all of these fence gates along here like this, and then trying to place the water like on the fence gates, like floating in midair, and all of this, like it is very tedious. So yeah, but I'm just gonna have to keep plugging away at it pretty much, and you know, eventually all of this will be covered, and we'll have a fully operating stream that will be pushing the Guardians into a central location. But yeah, this is getting very tedious and very frustrating. But I'm just gonna have to keep cracking on with it, I guess. Alright, so I think I have managed to place in all of the fence gates. I think that is literally all of the fence gates, and it was cutting it quite fine. I only had 17 left. So now we need to finish in placing in all of this water. And I think once all of this water is placed in, we're reaching the final few... Oh, jeez, there's a whole bunch of mobs just spawning down here. This is terrible. But yeah, once we get all of this water placed in, I think it's going to be pretty smooth sailing from there. We're just going to have to remove the dirt, so all the water is just sitting on the fence gates, and then we're going to... Actually, I wonder how underneath this structure is going now with the kelp. Because we put the kelp down here. Oh, they're just everywhere. I'm gonna go get a potion of invisibility before I do that. But yeah, we put all of the kelp in the last episode because I was a little bit concerned. Well, there were sections of the water underneath here that weren't water sources, and if they're not water sources, the soul sand isn't going to push the guardians up. It's not going to push anything up. Oh, wait, I gotta also take everything off. Wait, now I'm invisible. I'm invisible now. You should be leaving me alone. And it looks like... Yeah, it definitely looks like this kelp is growing pretty substantially. Oh, and I'm gonna drown now. I haven't thought about any of this. Oh, God damn it. I'm an idiot. Where am I? At least, okay, at least I'm here. If I have another invisibility potion, it's not going to be terribly difficult to get my stuff back. But, that was just stupid. Might as well take a water-breathing potion while I'm here as well. Alright, well that was slightly embarrassing. But, yeah. At least now we should have dealt with all of those water source blocks. So we shouldn't have any issues with that now. Now, where is all of my stuff? It's all just floating up here. Okay, well at least it didn't go too far. Alright, well I'm gonna start putting in all of those water sources again up on top of the fence gates, and after that we'll start looking at trying to remove some of these blocks. And creepers have decided to spawn in everywhere and just make my life a general misery. This is so annoying. Okay, I've got 15 fence gates on me, so I don't know how many he broke, but this is an this isn't happy times at all. I'm very upset right now. Alright, I'm gonna have to try and fix this. And now the Guardians can see me up here. This is not... I'm not happy about this at all. Alright, it looks like that we have managed to finally place in all of these water source blocks despite Creeper's best attempts to try and ruin our lives. But now all of this up area here is fully ready to start pushing Guardians into this area. So now the next thing I think that I'm going to do before I start removing all of this dirt, which is going to have to be done, is potentially make a... oh, is there any creepers down here? I should be mindful of that. We got a zombie villager. We need to make the killing chamber for the Guardians, because once I start removing these blocks, Guardians may start at that point getting stuck in these lower ones. And then especially once I start putting in the soul sand and filling in all this area as well with water, then we're really going to start getting some Guardians flowing through the system. So I am going to get a... oh, geez, that was close. That scared the hell out of me. So now I really need to go and get a killing chamber set up. I think that's going to have to be the next step in this process. It's the only thing that I think I can do. Because if I start getting a whole bunch of Guardians flowing into this area, it's going to start being very difficult to control and manage the whole thing. So yeah, I'm going to start building a killing chamber, I guess. So I'll have to extend it out from here and maybe make a little room over here or something like that where all the murdery fun times will be occurring. Okay, so we've started to build out a little bit of a collection chamber here. So this is where all the Guardians will be pushed out into, and now I need to, I'm making a bit of a tube here, and then that will fall down here, and then I'm going to make a nice big room somewhere in this area, and this is going to be our killing area where we're going to kill all of the Guardians that land into this area. So I'm going to get started working on that. I don't know how big I want this room to be, but I think at this particular height is where I kind of would like it to be, because I think like if we build a nice room here, then we can look out and we can see the Guardian farm over here in the distance, and I think that'll look kind of nice as well. So I'm going to start building a room, I think, and hopefully this is all going to go smoothly. Okay, so this is the little room that I have built that we're going to start in. I'm just trying to clear out the water. I'm doing it, you know, probably not the most efficient way, but with just a bit of dirt, because all I've got are the I've only got 4 sponges after I died last time with all of those sponges on me. So I just kind of figured maybe it'd be a bit easier to do it just with dirt. But yeah, we've got this cool little room getting organized here, and that'll give us a nice view, well, it'll be a better view of the Guardian farm, and then the Guardians should fall from this tube here. So yeah, then we can just make this room based around killing the Guardians. And you know, like I've got a little pathway set up here so far. There's nothing really going on out here just yet, but I'll link that up to the surface, I guess. And yeah, from there I'll be able to, you know, maybe set up a nether portal next to this whole thing, and it'll be a very quick and easy way for us to get down here and get much needed XP whenever we need it. Okay, so we've emptied out this room now of water, so I guess we'll start chucking in a killing mechanism, something to protect us from the Guardians once they come down here, and then we can start filling in everything else over there to try and get Guardians to start popping down here. So yeah, everything is shaping up very nicely so far. I'm quite happy with this design, and I really enjoy being the fact that we can look out here and view the Guardian farm from here and know that that's where all of these good drops are coming from. So we'll be able to set up, this is a nice sized room I think as well, and we can extend it out into this canyon here at any point that we so desire if we ever find that we need more room. But for the time being, I think this is going to work perfectly. Okay, so we have our basic little catchment system in place, so when they fall down we should be able to hit them from here with relative safety. We've got the little Christmas chests up at the moment. We're going to ignore that because I can't stand Christmas. And then, yeah, now all we need to do is start trying to remove all of the dirt up here and fill in those layers with water as well, and then we can finally start putting in the soul sand. So I'm going to go remove all of the dirt and then try to begin filling up the rest of the water in those upper layers there. And it would seem like an idiot during the process of clearing out this dirt, I have destroyed my shovel. So now I need to go back to my base and try and get a brand new epic shovel produced. I hate it when I do this stuff. It just annoys me. Alright, back to base then. Alright, now we have fixed and repaired our pickaxe. We are back to destroying all of this dirt, which is a very satisfying process, I have to admit. Yeah, that's good. Alrighty, so we have finished removing this dirt platform, so now the trick is that we need to start filling in all of this available airspace with more water. So, the way to do that is to pretty much just, yeah, make a big stream along this way. And then once we start getting another big stream along the back wall there, it all should start filling in relatively easily. So I'm going to fill in this wall, and then if I've done this correctly, we'll see if this works. Yeah, and there we go. You can see that once we put a water source block here, all of these water sources form down in that direction as well. So if I put another one here, and another one here, and another one here, we should start getting, yeah, this cascade of water sources flowing across the edges like that. So this is how we're going to fill in all of this space here. So it shouldn't take too long, we just need to do this a few times over. And then, yeah, this whole area should be completely covered in water. Okay, so we're definitely managing to raise the water level here with all of these water source blocks. We can see that's the ocean level, but if we come up along here, we'll be able to see that that we have raised this up to be quite high. We only have to go a few more blocks higher, and then we should be pretty well done with all of this. All we'll need to do is chuck in the soul sand floor and get rid of a bunch of this kelp. So this is all definitely starting to look pretty good. Okay, so now that we have all of the water in place, I'm just going to take this invisibility potion here, because I feel like I'm finally learning this lesson. We need to see what's happening with all of this kelp. Oh yeah, I need to... man, I haven't learned my lesson apparently. I still need to take off a whole bunch of my armor. But yeah, what we'll need to do is start breaking down that kelp, and I'm also hoping that the space that we have left is going to be all water sources. Because if it's not water sources, then the soul sand isn't going to raise up the guardians in that row. So it's going to be quite hard to tell, but I'm hoping that all of this growing kelp around here is going to be enough to fix all of any potential non-source blocks in the area. So I'm just going to have to start breaking down a lot of this kelp, I guess, and I'm going to have to go for it below, and this is going to get very laggy very quickly. But yeah, I'm going to have to... I don't know if my computer's even going to be able to handle this. Wow. But yeah, gonna have to keep breaking all of these and then start laying all the soul sand in, and hoping that it all works out perfectly. Alright, so I think we're about halfway now with trying to get this soul sand taken in, and I'm obviously taking out all of this kelp at the same time. My computer's really struggling with all of the particles and the pieces of kelp just lying around, and we can see that guardian's just gone flying off into the distance. All this kelp's making my computer struggle a bit. But something that is very cool that is happening so far is that we are already starting to capture some guardians over here. And oh wow, they're really coming in pretty thick as well. So this is already working well. We already have an area where we can catch our guardians. They're going into the correct location. Everything is going exactly as planned. We just need to get the other half of this soul sand placed in, and then we will be, yeah, we'll have a very, very well functioning Guardian farm. But yeah, I'll give you an example of what the lag is like on my computer. When I start breaking away this kelp, you'll see just how intense that it can get. So I'm just gonna head down here. It's once we get to around the middle, you can see that it really starts to struggle quite a bit. In fact, that run through went pretty alright, considering usually it's a lot worse than that. And then also trying to put all of the soul sand in place. Somewhere around the middle, like around here, it gets quite challenging because the FPS just goes so low. But yeah, so far everything is going extremely well, and we almost have a fully functioning Guardian farm, and I'm getting pretty excited, I have to say. Alright, so we're just placing in the last few blocks of our soul sand floor. That is all of the kelp, all of the soul sand removed. So that is quite a massive relief. And I have to say that this Guardian farm is already producing a lot of Guardians. Sorry, my settings have been put down really low. But as you can see, these Guardians are absolutely flying into this system, and just, yeah, they're really dying quite consistently. So this is quite an efficient system, and it's not even as efficient as it's going to be because one, we've got a whole bunch of Guardians on the outside here. So once I reload the chunks, I am hoping that those Guardians will disappear. So I'm going to try that now. I'm going to head back over to the portal and then try to come back here. I could probably now put up my my render distance a bit more. So anyway, I'm gonna head out here and run away from this Guardian farm a little bit and let all of those Guardians despawn. And hopefully when I get back, they should be entirely enclosed within the farm from now on. Oh, geez, we almost fell out of the world a little bit there. My computer's struggling to catch up a little bit. Oh man, my computer is so bad. But yeah, so hopefully once we come back here, we'll be able to see that all the Guardians are actually locked into that system over there. Alright, we're just heading back now towards the Guardian farm, and hopefully there aren't any Guardians floating around the outside. So I'm going to hop out of this boat here in a second, and I'm just going to go for a little swim around the side, and we're going to see where the Guardians are all spawning. I don't see any on the outside at the moment, and I see plenty of Guardians being spawned in. It looks like the ones that were down here have despawned. There's a lot of items there, mostly kelp and stuff, because I haven't managed to sort everything out. But it looks like this whole outside area is looking pretty safe. It looks like all of the Guardians are spawning inside the contraption. So this whole area is no longer a hostile death trap that it once was. So that is excellent. This is very nice. I'm quite happy with the results of this so far. Yeah, I don't even know what more to say. Everything's gone off. Like, it's been a very challenging build. This I still need to put on a roof because a roof will drastically increase the spawn rates of the Guardians as well. But honestly, even as it is doing incredibly well. Just like this. I'm still going to put a roof on it because of course I am. But yeah, we are getting tons upon tons of items. I'll see if I can pick up any of this my inventory is full as it is. But there's yeah, a lot of stuff going on here. And you know what? I might as well give it a good test out since I'm here, and see what it's like repairing my pickaxe and my boots. Well, my shovel anyway. I need my shovel is the main thing that needs to be repaired. So let's try and hit some of those guys and get a bunch of this XP going. And make sure I don't die as well. Obviously, I'm going to streamline this whole process as well. Like, we're probably going to put a beacon here with regeneration so we don't have to eat. And yeah, we might put some lava up the top as well to try and reduce the amount of health that they've got. But I think this system is going to be much better than our current little cave spider spawner that we've got going so far. We are getting a lot of guardians coming through here, so this is definitely going very, very well. I'm super, super happy with this. So yeah, I was just here repairing up my armor, and it really did not take long. Also repairing all my tools did not take long at all, and we are getting a lot of prismarine crystals and shards that are going to come in excellent for making sea lanterns and dark prismarine. Well, we'll need a good source of what are they called? Ink sacs before we can get the dark prismarine going in any large quantities. But for the next part of this project, all we really need to do now is put on the roof. So I'm going to put a roof on this thing, and then I'm going to start working on probably putting a nether portal down here so we can get down here whenever we want very easily. And also... yeah, and once I've got the nether portal in, I think I'll call it quits on this for a little while. Eventually what I would like to do is make a villager hub around here as well, so we can get all of the enchantments that we need from their books. So we'll make like a villager breeder and an area where you know, we've got all of the different book trades that we can possibly get. So anything that we ever need, whether it's just getting a bit of XP to repair our tools or doing some enchanting and everything like that, this is going to be the place for it. We seem to have some very odd flying squid over in the distance. But yeah, that's the current plans for this place. But yeah, I'm going to chuck a roof on this thing. I'm probably going to do it out of dark prismarine because that looks the best, I think. So we've got a bit of dark prismarine here, and I'll turn it all into slabs so mobs can't spawn on the top as well. But yeah, I'm definitely very happy with how this is going so far. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on here. Something about this farm is really messing with the squid mechanics. This guy's over here all by himself, but you know, they all seem to be enjoying themselves quite thoroughly. Um, yeah, I don't really know what to say about that one. I kind of hope that the guardians will actually kill squids just naturally in this farm anyway, and then I might even get some ink sacs as part of the deal. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just trying to build the roof on this thing. We've still got a little ways to go. Last stone, well, prismarine brick slab that covers our entire guardian farm. So this whole thing has now been roofed off, and one of the reasons that we need to roof off this guardian farm is because the spawn rates increase apparently quite drastically when there is no sky access. And my understanding is that they put that in place so that more guardians would spawn inside the temples rather than outside the temples, which, you know, makes sense to me. So hopefully that increases our spawn rates. As we can see, that we're definitely getting quite a lot of guardians flowing into here. And if I head down into, if I can get into this stupid hole, we are rapidly filling up, so we're going to have to come up with a much more comprehensive storage system for in here as well, and maybe try and figure out a better entrance than just a hole in the roof too. But this is definitely coming along very well, maybe a little bit too well. I'm not quite ready to sort of deal with this amount of drops, so we're gonna have to do something about this. So yeah, I'm gonna have a think about it and see what I can come up with. Okay, so we have made a little bit of an adjustment to our entrance to down here. We no longer are using a hole in the wall. We have, it doesn't look very pretty up here, but we have a basic drop elevator to the roof, and then we also have a basic water elevator as well to take us back up. So I'll obviously clear up this area a little bit, make it a bit more aesthetic and stuff at some point, but at the moment I just wanted a bit more of a practical way to get up and down here. So now that that's done, I think I'm going to look at making a nether portal and connecting that either, I'm not sure how I want to do this yet. Maybe I'll make a pathway that comes out here or out of the side of the walls there. Or I might make a underwater nether hub or something like that. I'm not sure, but what I'd really like is just a very quick and easy way in order for us to get here, and then just get straight into it without ever having to go to the surface. This is just like an optional extra if anyone does have a purpose to come up here, but I don't intend on actually building anything worth visiting up here on the surface. So yeah, everything is going to be an enclosed system accessible primarily by nether portal. So I'm going to think about this for a little bit and see where I want to build that nether portal at. Okay, so we now have our elevator and drop area and just a little room over here for our nether portal. So I've already been through this nether portal, and interestingly enough, it is close enough to connect with our portal back here, but that's not going to suit our needs particularly well, because we need this portal. This portal, when we try to go back through it, it's just going to take us through to the ocean. So I'm going to have to make another portal over in this direction, and I should have figured out what the coordinates are. But I'm going to make a portal over in this direction now and set one up so we can just sort of run directly and try and keep these two nether portals separated, because that is far too close. Well, I don't understand why they would connect, because they're pretty far away. Like, it's a good few hundred blocks. So I don't know what the radius on a nether portal reconnecting with an old portal is, but yeah, that is slightly annoying. But I'm gonna try and get that fixed and see how that goes. Alrighty, so I've extended out the pathway for my nether portal, and I think pretty much these coordinates over here should match up pretty well with our portal in the by the Guardian Farm. So I'm hoping that if I pop in here, excellent, we have managed to connect this portal up very successfully with our Guardian Farm. So that is absolutely perfect. And my god, this thing really just pumps out the Guardians. I'm really struggling with keeping these chests empty. But that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have. So let's just hope that now, if I jump into this portal, that will rectify itself. We'll end up back where we want to be, which is here. Perfect. And if we want to go over to this end of the portal, we should be able to find ourselves sitting quite nicely in the ocean. Please connect. Yes, this is connected properly as well. Alright, so those nether portals are all connected up, which is absolutely perfect. So as it stands now, we don't have the best storage system or anything like that, but I think I'm going to work on that perhaps in another episode, because yeah, I've definitely run out of time for this one. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode with me. And I think in the next episode, we're going to look at killing the Ender Dragon. So that's going to be, it's about time that we did it, and I really kind of want an Elytra now. So yeah, I'm going to call it for this episode, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you all are having a lovely day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye. And here we are to welcome our latest subscribers to the channel. At number 46, we have Megan. So here is your tree, Megan, and welcome. And that's a very big tree. Congratulations, Megan, on the tree. Wow, that's massive. We have at number 47, an unknown subscriber. At number 48, we have Olivia. Welcome, Olivia. At number 49, we have It's Miss Tricycle. There we go. And finally, at number 50, we have Alt F4 Boy, Pieta. And there we go. So that's everyone's trees. Thank you so much for your support. And if you yourself would like a tree planted in Subscriber Forest, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I plant a new tree for every new subscriber. So if you'd like one, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for your time. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.